pretty talented crop of players that you were a part of. Obviously, it became known as the class of '92. How much? At what point did you realise that you were amongst a special group of players?
From probably the last year of school when we was all playing together. Then really, it was, we've all been training together, and I'm not saying we knew that we were going to go to the first team, but we knew we had a good team. Obviously Saturday mornings playing for the A and B team, we knew we had a decent team because we was winning most weeks and nearly every week. But you never quite imagined that you'd go on to transfer to the first team as well. It happened with the U team, to a certain extent with the reserves as well, and we were just looking at the manager decided to give us all a chance at the same time, really, while saying that there was some before others, to try and do it in the first team, and it worked.
How big a part was the local lads? Because obviously there were a few lads that came in from outside, like Keith Gillespie from Northern Ireland. There was Robbie Savage from Wrexham, and obviously David Beckham as well. For being a London lad. How big a part was the local core of that team and the sort of local thread that ran through it? For team spirit, I mean.
Yeah, team spirit was great. We were all in and around the Manchester area. Nicky was was right in the centre of Manchester, really, and I was North Manchester. Gary and Phil from Bury, Ryan, Salford, Ben Thornley. A lot of U team players were in and around the area, so we knew it was massive for us to be involved with such a big club, the biggest club obviously in the world at what we thought, and the biggest club in Manchester, obviously, and it was just, it was a dream for us to be playing for our local team.
When you went away and played in tournaments sort of internationally, I know you went over to Switzerland and places like that, did it become clear to you that there was a certain style of play that was maybe Manchester based or English style, I guess, compared to what other teams were playing?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to say. It was always drilled into you to pass and move. That was the way Eric taught us to play, and that was the way the first team played. That was, I think that went right through the club, from the youth teams up, like say, to reserve, to the whole idea of being a reserve and youth team players, that you played the way the first team do. So if you do get into the first team, you know what's required of you, and we knew we had to work hard, and I think the main thing was to express yourself. That's the main message you got from Eric. Plus you have to work as hard as you possibly can as well.
How much competition was there amongst you as a group of players to break into the first team, or were you kind of pleased for each other when you did, but it drove you on as well?
Yeah, there's always big competition between players in squads. You all want to be there playing on the Saturday afternoon, and as you know, there's only 11 players and not everyone can play. But at the same time, of course, your mates, the people that you've grown up with from 13, 14, and if you see them playing for the first team, you couldn't be happier for them. I think Nicky might have been the first one. Obviously Ryan was in, but from my year group, Nicky was the first one, and really pleased for him. He deserved to be in there, and he was great. And that spurred you on even more to show that you might have a chance in years to come.
When you got your chance in the first team, how did it feel to get your chance, having seen the likes of Nicky get his?
Well, you knew you had to take it. It was a big chance for you. The managers give you that chance to come and show what you can do, and it may only be 15-20 minutes, but that 15-20 minutes was the biggest 15-20 minutes of your life, because you had to show something. And if you did that, the manager, it was all about the next game as well. If you do well, then you might have a chance again the week after. That was the way I saw it anyway, and the way I tried to take things.
Was it a big occasion for the Scholes family, like seeing you all those years of taking you to matches and all that around the country and stuff? When you got in there, your family must have been delighted for you.
I don't really know. I can't remember. I don't have to. I don't know if my mum and dad went. I think they might have gone to the Port Vale game away. Yeah. No, it wasn't a major thing. I'm not one to overreact to stuff like that. My family are much the same. It was just, I've got a chance to play in the first team. Try and take it.
everyone remembers the class of '92, especially the local lads that came through in that. But there have been others that have done it since as well. Like Danny Welbeck's an example now of a local lad that's done it, and some of the lads that you've worked with at coaching level last season, like the Will and Michael Keane, Tom Thorpe, Ryan Tunnicliffe, Tyler Blackett, Lionel Cole, all local lads. Do you think it's important that they keep coming through the system here?
Yeah, of course. It's great that you can have lads from Manchester, local lads, and they're all talented players as well. That's why they're here. It doesn't really matter where they're from. It's just a bonus that they are from Manchester, and they know the importance of playing for this big club.
You having coached them last season, I mean, how good are these young lads that are coming through?
I think they're very good. Yeah, I don't think we lost a game last year. They went on to win the reserve team trophy, and there's some really good players. Jesse Larney, like you say, a really good player, good on the ball. Michael and Will, different types of players, but both very effective and tonners as well. A few of them had little spells out on loan as well, which is great for the experience. And if they keep working hard, and it is going to be difficult because there's a lot of players to get through, but the manager watches them all the time. He'll watch them in training, he'll watch them in games, and if he feels they're ready, they'll be thrown in.